I grew up on Hannon Avenue, literally right around the corner from here, and I can't even recount to you how many times I would ride my bike to this building and around the parking lot, up and down this neighborhood. I can still hear the sound of my friends and I playing and having fun as children. And when you're that age, you really can't contemplate where life will lead you. But what was clear back then and remains a constant now is that this Niagara kid loved to make music. When you're 5 years old, you don't anticipate eventually making that music all around the world, and certainly not at the levels and with the remarkable individuals I've had the pleasure to make music with, and the beautiful opera houses and concert halls I've had the honor to throw my voice into. Nor does a child that age understand the privilege of making music and what that will mean as an adult, the immense responsibility that comes with being an artist in maintaining artistic dignity, discipline, and the constant need to surpass one's own level of excellence every time you perform. Today, I'm beyond honored to stand here in a neighborhood where I once played as a child to accept this honor that was unexpected and deeply humbling. When I was a kid, I used to go to Niagara Square with my mom a lot, and I always stopped to look at the individuals on the Wall of Fame, and I thought about how special they were to our city. As a kid, you think, wow, they must be amazing people, and they've done great things. To be part of this echelon of individuals that I've honored since my youth means so much, because I was also born just down the street at GNGH, and I have lived here my entire life. I have carried the name of Niagara on my heart, on my lips, and my voice to places like Great Britain, South America, the US, throughout Europe, and here in Canada. I'm always proud to say I'm from Niagara Falls, and because of this pride and my continued devotion to this city, many singers have since traveled here because of Opera Niagara and the Vetere Studio International, as have great professionals and artists traveled to Italy for Opera Vision Academy, all in part because this Niagara girl loved to make music. These accomplishments and certainly this award today would never have been possible without the care, support, love, firmness, gentility, and devotion of a plethora of people who absolutely deserve my thanks. And I hope you'll bear with me a moment as I pay tribute to them. Starting with my parents, Brian and Fern Gow. Really, how do you thank your mom? I suppose for giving me life, but above all, the privilege of music lessons in my youth amidst hard times. Her strength has been a continual source of inspiration for me then and now, and this award is as much hers as it is mine. Brian Gow was both Tim's and my high school music teacher here at A.N. Meyer in Niagara Falls. He is a consummate operatic tenor in his own right, and he introduced me to so much about the operatic field and has been an artistic and personal inspiration since day one. My other high school music teacher, Ruth Wanless, is also here today. And she also taught both Tim and I. They must have been doing something right at A.N. Meyer. Ruth, you were a huge reason I ever sang at all. And I remember fondly the opportunities that you gave us as youngsters. Imagine that those opportunities given to us at a high school in Niagara Falls provided us the tools, skills, and foundational experience that we carried into our careers around the world. That is a true accomplishment for both you and Brian, but also for the history of the music department at A.N. Meyer Secondary School. I must recognize two of the greatest musicians I know and two of the most renowned in their fields. My lifelong music teacher and master international accordionist Boris Borgström, and legendary Metropolitan Opera soprano Aprile Millo. Without the influence and support of my two absolute musical earth angels, I would not have achieved what I have. They have been the undercurrent of my artistry, and there are no words that can repay what they have both given me. Boris and his beloved wife Joan gave me extreme support, and I could not have asked for a better or more wonderful teacher to provide me with my foundational technical and stylistic education. Aprile pretty much passed on to me an indestructible powerhouse vocal technique, and there are no words to say thank you for this or for the selflessness she shows constantly towards young artists from the Niagara region and from around the world. What we share and have forged together in the field of opera and in life is a beautiful gift. Thank you to so many of my friends, but especially Brenda and Gerald Brake, Lindsay Stocco, and Dr. Allison McTavish, who have supported me through so many things that brought me to this day. For their constant support and care, years of generosity and love is one of the reasons I felt like I could when everything seemed like I couldn't. To my influences and professors, Kent McWilliams, Sylvia Dimiziani, Patricia Kern, Heather Taves, and Christopher Gibbs, for the best education and inspiration I could have received, as well as one of my greatest influences, Maestro Richard Bonning, one of the great legendary operatic conductors this world has ever known, a man who not only taught his extraordinary wife, Joan Sutherland, but also Luciano Pavarotti. I still have to pinch myself to think that I have been conducted by, taught by, and worked with this man every summer pre-COVID in Italy. He has given me so much guidance, and I would be amiss not to thank him for his encouragement and the technical advice that has contributed greatly to the development of my craft. Standing on international stages as a performer is one thing. Being an academic is quite another. But being a teacher, I think, above all, is the most special. And I must thank my wonderful, brave, strong, brilliant, and ultra-talented studio of international artists who comprise the Vetere Studio International and Opera Niagara. They bring me so much joy every day, and my days are filled with amazing singing and music. What I get to listen to in my house in one day, most people don't hear in their entire lives. They give me strength, and it is a privilege to assist them in their careers and their own quest for voice. I wish to thank you, the City of Niagara Falls, the Recreation and Cultural Department, members of City Council, Mayor Diodati, and especially the Niagara Falls Arts and Cultural Committee eternally for this unexpected and immense honor that I dedicate today in memory of my grandfather, Ralph Greco, who was a long-time Queen Street businessman here in Niagara. Coming from humble roots in Italy and being the first in our family to establish a career and successful business here in Niagara Falls. You know, I feel like not much time has passed from being that little girl riding her bike to now. And it's funny how that happens, and then you realize that time has indeed passed. But deep inside, you're still that little girl who has much yet to do, so much still to learn, and so many places to go, so much music to share. In doing so, I will continue to carry the name of my city alongside my own. How more operatic or dramatic could it be that I come from the city with the most powerful and thunderous waterfall in all the world? It is truly the greatest show on earth. No matter the applause that one receives in other places, coming home to hear the thunderous roar of my beloved Niagara is the greatest reward. God bless this city, its councils, its citizens, and all of you who love her as much as I. Thank you so much.